Well, after two close games that ended in a loss and a win last week, KU comes out with the strong and comfortable win this week. Here's the review. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChalk01, and yesterday, whenever you're watching this, the 6th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks were back home in Allen Fieldhouse to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys and won pretty confidently against the Pokes by a final score of 76-62. Before I get started, I'm just a little confused with the rankings that the AP gave for the top 25. So KU was 8, and they bumped up to 6 despite losing in that week, which I'm really confused, but I'll take it. So Auburn lost, and they were number 1. Purdue lost, and they were 3. Houston lost twice. That makes sense. They're not there anymore. Duke lost, and they were 7. We lost, and then Texas Tech was 9, and they also lost. So I just don't know. But my theory is the reason why KU bumped up 2 spots was that Duke fell at home to Virginia at the buzzer, and I think that's their second home loss. And Purdue lost by 20 to Michigan, so that's why they dropped drastically, and they fell to 5th. But Houston was probably the big help in Duke losing as well, because Houston lost twice, and Duke lost at home, but KU lost by 3 on the road. So, But better game defensively, and we actually did better taking care of the ball. That's one thing that I'll say before I get into the review. So, with that being said, for those of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game, give a player of the game, and a player who needs to improve. Without further ado, let's jump into this shit. So first up, let's take a look at some positives. One positive that I got was KU's defense, especially when Oklahoma State put up shots. KU forced Oklahoma State to shoot only 40% from the field, 18% from beyond the arc, and Oklahoma State shot 64% from the free throw line. So, I mean, the three-point percentage just really is mind-boggling because Oklahoma State 3 of 17 from the arc, and that includes an 0 for 6 Karam for the first half. Yep, we did not allow Oklahoma State to shoot or make a 3 in the first half. So perimeter defense was outstanding. What else was there? KU forced turnovers. 12 Oklahoma State turnovers, and KU scored 14 points off those turnovers. So good numbers there. Despite turning the ball over for the first time in like months, it seems, KU had less than 10 turnovers. Thank God. KU had 9 turnovers, with Oklahoma State scoring 11 off of them. So I'm fine with it. Even though we had 9 turnovers in this game, fine with it, because we've had 20 turnovers, 28 turnovers, like 15. Like, we average double-digit turnovers a game. This is an improvement that I'm happy about. So, also another positive was that after the poor free throw shooting night against Oklahoma, we turned around and shot 70% against the Pokes. So, another good thing happened. Second chance points were in favor of the Hawks, 9-8, and fast break points were in favor of KU, 11-8. Another big thing was rebounding the ball. We actually did well. KU out-rebounded the Pokes 46-39. So good things are happening now. Rebounding, not turning the ball over, and shooting better from the free throw line. That's all great. To the negatives, it was KU's shooting night because we were cold. KU shot 39% from the field and 25% from beyond the arc. Now, when it came to the first half, it was decent. It was okay numbers because it was 41% from the field and 29% from beyond the arc. But then after halftime, it just went downhill because then KU had shot 38% and 24% from three. So all things went to hell when it came to shooting the ball. So just gotta make more shots and keep the percentages up, because I believe that's the first time in a win that KU has shot under 40 for the game. I could be wrong, but under 40 and under 30 from three. That tandem, I think, is the first time that's happened. And another thing was KU got outscored in the paint. KU got outscored 38-28 when it came to that blue painted area. KU just didn't do well. So, I mean, in a way, that's not that bad of a negative, but it's when it comes to teams that we're going to face in the waning weeks, i.e. Texas, Kansas State, West Virginia, Baylor, we got to score in the paint. So that's going to be a negative. But honestly, the positives outweigh the negatives in this one. So those are my positives and negatives. My player of the game, it's actually kind of tough, but it does come down to the starters because all the starters scored in double figures, but 4 of them have to be honorable mentions, so I'm going to name them first. First is Jalen Wilson, 11 points, 7 rebounds, a steal in 25 minutes of play. Played okay. Not because he was the Big 12 Player of the Week last week, so numbers kind of went down, but it was mostly because of a cold shooting night. He went 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, and 2 for 3 from the free throw line. So, yeah, that's tough there. Dejuan Harris, 12 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 2 steals in 34 minutes of play. I mean, he played great. I mean, shoot. 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. I'm impressed with it, but not my player of the game. I'm sorry, that's a good stat line for Harris, but he's not the player of the game. Sorry. The next one, Christian Brown, 16 points, 4 rebounds, and a block shot in 36 minutes. He also had a cold shooting night, 5 of 13 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. That 2 of 7 from the 3 is a little too much in my mind when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. But the shots just did not seem to fall for Christian here tonight as well. But it's down to these two. It's Ochai Agbaji and David McCormick. Oh, man. See, it's tough when you have these situations, but my honorable mention will go to David McCormick. He had a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks in 28 minutes of play. Another cold shooting night, 4 of 10 from the field, but made all of his free throws going 4 for 4. It's that tough. But ultimately, I'm going to give my player of the game to the front runner for Big 12 Player of the Year, and that's Ochai Agbaji. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals in 35 minutes of play. A good all-around game, just another cold shooting night, but that's from the field. Free throw line, not much, nothing. You could be very happy with him from the free throw line after how much he's struggled in the last couple games making free throws. 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, but 9 for 10 from the free throw line. That's the most impressive thing that he had. So he's kind of getting back to being that Big 12 Player of the Year caliber after having a couple cold shooting nights and very rarely just getting over the edge of scoring in double figures. Because every game that he's played so far, knock on wood, he scored in double digits. So, but there's been times that he was very close to not making it. And this time tonight, he just actually kind of played to Ochai standards in a way. So Ochai Agbaji is my player of the game. Player who needs to improve. Also tough. But I got to give it to Mitch Lightfoot. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like he just had a falling off party. Mitch didn't score and only grabbed a rebound. His plus minus was -9, and he only played 3 minutes. Something's fishy when it came to Mitch, that when he did not play. Zach got more minutes, which I was fine with, and he actually played okay. 2 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists, along with 2 blocks and a steal. So a good all-around quintuple single. Good for him in 9 minutes, but he had a cold shooting night. But Mitch not getting minutes is weird. And it may be because that Zach actually is healthy and now he's getting the minutes that he deserves, which is fine. But Zach was second off the bench. So I don't know. There must have been a fallout or something. So it might have just came down in practice, if anything. So ultimately, I just got to give it to Mitch because he just seemed to be underwhelmed, not playing much, and not putting up a shot either. So something's got to be wrong in this situation. So anyway, my player of the game is Ochai Agbaji. Player who needs to improve, Mitch Lightfoot. And that's going to do it for my review of KU versus Oklahoma State. Again, the final score, Kansas 76, Oklahoma State 62. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell. Tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again for the next review as the Hawks travel down to Morgantown, West Virginia to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.